Hey y'all, welcome back to Bea Finds Joy, where we are unapologetically living a joyous life boldly. And today we are going to be talking about why was I going to say November? It's February. My February TBR list for the month. Are you excited? I'm excited. This video falls under my freedom category. There are 6 areas throughout the year that I'm focusing on that I want to, find joy in: faith, freedom, fitness, family, friends, and finances. And today it's under freedom. So freedom to do the things that I love. And one thing about me is that I love to read. I am an avid reader. Fun fact, I hated reading growing up. I should do like a fun fact video about me, because there's so many things about me that it was one way and then it changed. But yeah, I actually hated reading growing up and really struggled with reading and comprehension. And now I just really enjoyed taking the time to myself to read a good book. And so this month is also really special because it is Black History Month. Wait a minute. Go, 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 go. So we're going to be only reading books this month by Black authors. Y'all get into it. Now, one caveat to all of this is that I can't buy any books this year. And you want to know why? It's because this is a full column of books over here. There's some at the bottom too. And these are all books, this column, that I haven't even read yet. Last year I counted, I had over 110 books that I had purchased over, I don't even know how long, that I've never read. So I can't purchase any books. The only way I can purchase the book is if I get a gift card or money from a birthday or a gift. But for my own money from my budget, it can't go to books. I do have Kindle Unlimited, and so that is one thing that I can get books on. But in regards to physical books, I can't purchase any new books because, y'all, the amount of money that I spent on books that I haven't even read is kind of ridiculous. If I can find the picture of all the books on the table that I haven't read, it's not good. But anyway, we're going to get into the books that I'm going to be reading this month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 books. If I read more this month, great, but they will be by Black authors. And at the end of the month, I will come back and do a review of what I thought of the books. And yeah, let's get started. All right, so I'm going to move these out of the way and show you what it is. So the first book is The Boyfriend Project, and I actually wrote down what genre it is. That way you kind of know what you're getting into if you want to read the book. Anyway, this is a series. I believe there's 3 books in the series. I have all 3 books. If I have time, maybe I'll finish the series this month. But this is The Boyfriend Project by Farah Rashan, and it is a romance book. And it just says, why play by love's rules when you can make your own? Wait a minute. Let's see what this is about. She is a U.S. Today best-selling author and hails from New Orleans. Now look at that. So let's see what this is. Strong female friendships and a great love story. One of the absolute best romance writers today. We'll see. Let's see how it is. So that is book number 1. The second book, so when I kind of got back into reading, I've taken a couple I'm reading and then I'm not reading. A couple of years ago, I got back into reading, and one of the authors that grabbed me is Jasmine Guillory. The book that got me into reading and really liking her as an author is The Proposal, and she has a couple books in the series, and then I pretty much got every book of her. And this one I got, and I just never read, clearly. Here we go. So Jasmine Guillory, Drunken Love. It is, again, a romance book, and it's an intoxicating and sparkling new romance by the author. Margot needs some relief from the stress of running the family winery. Why couldn't I say that? Winery with her brother. I'm only going to read the first sentence. If the first sentence doesn't catch you, then it might not be a good book. So let me read the first sentence of this one. Samaya, hopefully I'm saying it right, Brooks, never thought she would be that girl. Wait a minute. I feel like I need to read the second sentence. But a live tweet of a horrific date just revealed the painful truth. She's been catfished by a 3-timing, jerk of a boyfriend. Oh no. Okay. Those are those two. Now, can we just get to this cover? Like, everything about this just makes me want to give a 2 snaps. Like, it's beautiful. Y'all, I'm really excited about this. So, The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. Outcast by Blood, Warriors by Choice. Now, wait a minute. Oh, 16-year-old Deka. You know, sometimes I just make up my own ways to pronounce names in books, and if it's too much of like a hassle, I just call them like the first letter of their name. So it would be like 16-year-old D lives in fear and anticipation of the blood ceremony that will determine whether she becomes a member of her village. On the back it says, "Are we girls or are we demons? Are we going to die or are we going to survive?" Y'all, wait a minute. So this one is considered fantasy YA, and I've heard really good things about this, and this is a series as well. So I'm excited to read that. It's just the cover. The cover just grabs you. All right, the next one is The Davenports, and I heard really good things about this. It's a newer author that came out, I think last year, maybe 2 years ago, and I bought it and was so excited and didn't even read it, but let's see. It's by Crystal Marquise. Maybe I'm saying it right. In 1910, the Davenports are one of the few Black families of immense wealth and status in the changing United States. Their fortune made through the entrepreneurship of William Davenport, a formerly enslaved man who founded the Davenport Carriage Company years ago. Wait a minute. I feel like there might be. And then on the front it says, "They have wealth and reputation. Now is their chance to find love." You know I'm loving these romance. Let me kind of share what genres I love. Romance. I am getting into like historical fiction that has romance in it. I like dystopian, fantasy, romantasy, like romance fantasy. Those are the types of books that I've liked. So this is a young adult historical fiction romance book. The next book is called Thing About Home, and this was the book club read for the Black Girls Can Read Too Facebook group that I'm in. Yo, that group is amazing. So many good recommendations, and this is why I have all these TBRs, because of Black Book Talk and the Facebook group. Everyone's always recommending books. I'm like, oh, I gotta get it. Your girl is on a no-buy book list this year. Anyway, so this is by Rhonda McKnight, and I have heard nothing but good things about this book. One of my friends read this for her book club and gave it 5 stars on her Goodreads, and I messaged her about it. I'm in a book club with all amazing woman, and I recommended it, and this is a book that we're going to read, so I have to actually read this pretty fast because our book club meets in the next couple of weeks. But the first couple sentences says, "Home is not a place, it's a feeling. Casey Black needs an escape." Well, that's just the first sentence, but let's go on to the second. "When her picture-perfect vow renewal ceremony ends in her being left at the altar, the former model turned social media influencer has new fame, the kind she never wanted." Check it out. This cover just like feels like home, doesn't it? Like, doesn't it just feel nice and cozy? All right, the next one is Love in Color, Mythical Tales from Around the World Retold, international bestseller, Bolu Babalola. And it is a vibrant collection of love stories retelling myths, folk tales, and histories from around the world. A high-born Nigerian goddess who has been beaten down and unappreciated by her gregarious lover longs to be truly seen. Y'all, I feel like I can get this done in like a day or two. I'm excited. Look at that cover too. It's just beautiful. All right, now the time has come. time has come to read anything by Beverly Jenkins. If you like historical fiction that has some romance in it, I hear from the medias that she is the OG. And I'm so excited. So this is the Blessing series. I think there's like 8 books in the Blessing series. I only have a couple of them, but this is the first one. It's called Bring On the Blessings. Bernadine's coming home to a place she's never been. On Bernadine Brown's 52nd birthday, she receives an unexpected gift. She caught her husband, Leo, cheating with his secretary. Oh, what? She was hurt, angry too, but she didn't cry. Woe is me. Now, what is Bernadine about to do in this book? What is she about to do? And if you saw me look over, I'm looking at myself because I'm like, girl, you be an extra. I'm excited. Woo! Now, so my goal for the year is to read 100 books. Last month, I think I read 8 books. And out of this goal, 10 books have to be from one of the 6 categories that I talked in the beginning: faith, finances, family, fitness, freedom, and what's the last one? I can never remember. Whatever the last F is. Anyway, and so this is Bamboozled by Jesus: How God Tricked Me into the Life of My Dreams by Yvonne Orji. And I started it already last month and I haven't finished it yet. But back to what I was saying, I have to read 10 books from each of these categories. So this will be my book related to faith. Maybe that's the one I didn't say. This one's related to faith. Y'all, when I tell you, let's see, I'm on page 58, chapter 5, and this book is amazing. I have laughed, I'm highlighting, I'm writing stuff down. It is like a memoir, biography book, with like Christian literature in there, Christian references, but you don't have to necessarily be a Christian to like love this book. It is amazing. And so Emmy nominated actress and comic Yvonne Orji candidly yet humorously shares the twists and turns that eventually lead her to success, while seemingly interweaving a modern day biblical blueprint to inspire and empower readers to live their best lives. Y'all, that is where I'm at. I'm trying to live my best life. I'm trying to find, let me see if I can find like a funny moment. There's a couple. Now it's going to take me a while because, let me see. If I can't find one really fast, I'll move on. Clearly, I have so many tabs. We about to be moving on, girl. Okay. Anyway, y'all, get this book. It is amazing. I already am I'm giving it a 5 out of my 5-star rating. Maybe I'll do a video about my ratings, but already I'm like a 5th in, and it's a 5. So good. Another one. Y'all, these books I've had for a minute. I just haven't had time to read them. So this is The Blood Trials. Again, I believe this is a series by N.E. Davenport. A Gift and Secret. Both could get her killed, y'all. Goodness. Bleeding fantasy and science fiction, N.E. Davenport's fast-paced, action-packed debut kicks off a duology of loyalty and rebellion in which a young black woman must survive deadly trials in a racist and misogynistic society to become an elite warrior. Oh, that's the first sentence. It's grabbed me. It's all about blood. Now, come on. Here we go. I've heard so many good things about this. So this is a fantasy YA book. And last but not least, Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry by Joya Gaffney. A fun, emotionally rich romance with a sweet and perfect character who will win your heart. Quinn keeps lists of everything, from the day she's ugly cried to things that I would never admit out loud and all the boys she'd like to kiss. Her list keeps her sane by writing her fears on paper. She never has to face them in real life. That is until her journal goes missing. Oh no. You're about to be hyped. trying to get that journal back. All right, so these are the books. Again, I am only reading books by Black authors because it is Black History Month. I want to uplift and, you know, promote Black authors. Y'all, I read every type of book out there by many different authors, by many different Black backgrounds, but this is Black History Month, so we gotta represent. Let me know if you have read any of these books before and what you would rate it out of 5. If you are reading books this month, it doesn't have to be by Black authors, but I suggest that you do because that would be awesome. What books are you reading this month? And I'm excited to come back at the end of the month to talk about what I thought of all these books, and if there was time for me to read anything else outside of these, I will share them as well. Have a great day and live a joyous life. Bye bye.